Well, what is up, Hope MSM? We have What's up, Hope MSM? Ayren here, and I have a very special surprise for you. We have Megan Derse here with us.
Hey, guys.
From the Hope worship team, and Megan is here because she's going to be the one leading worship for small group camp. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So, Megan, right before you came on staff here, like you didn't officially work at Hope yet.
Yeah,
I don't know
not
why I
yet.
put that in quotation marks. Like you do actually work here.
I do.
You
Yes.
probably do more than I do. But but before you were on staff here, you came to lead small group camp for us last year. So
I
this
did.
is like, in a weird way, like your 1 year anniversary of kind of
It
being
is.
around with them. I mean, you did some
Yeah.
stuff before then, but
Yeah.
are you excited for small group camp again?
I'm so excited for small group camp. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
an awesome year last year, and I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah.
Being a part of it, being there.
I'm super stoked for it because we're literally like right across the hallway from high school camp right now. And I walked in to go see like how close y'all were to being done so
Yeah.
we can record this. And I walk in and I just got like sucked into it. Like next thing I know, my hands are in the air and like I'm just having this moment with Jesus. And that's one of the things that I love. One of the things that I think my biggest prayer and hope is for camp this year is that we want to create a place where students can have a genuine encounter with Jesus.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to ask you, like, how
Yeah.
do you think we don't do worship at everything in MSM. What do you think it is about doing worship at camp that can make such a memorable and just impactful moment?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things. I think going to camp and actually going on a bus and driving somewhere and being outside of your normal routine, your normal schedule, I think just kind of sets the time up as a different and special kind of time. You know, at camp, we go to have fun, of course, but we also go with the intent to meet with God. And I think that God can meet with us in a lot of ways, and one of those ways is through musical worship. And so at camp, we spend, time before and after the message worshiping God. And I think that those times are so special because the Bible says when two or more are gathered together, that He's there with us. And when we're in His presence, we can't leave the same. Like God comes and He moves and He works in our hearts and our lives. And so I'm expectant for camp. I think it's going to be an awesome time that we get to be together and we get to spend time in God's presence, singing and worshiping Him.
Yeah, that's 100%. I don't know about your story, but like I know for me, like going to camp when I was younger, I actually got invited by some friends to a camp in high school, and that's really when like I started to own my faith, and like this thing really seemed like a big deal. Do you have any of those like Megan youth group moments that like were just impactful for you?
I do, yeah. So I moved to Wisconsin the summer I was 12. I moved to Wisconsin and
Middle school Megan.
MSM. Yeah. And I didn't really have any friends. We had just moved to the area, and there was a girl, her dad worked with my dad, and she was going to summer camp, and she invited me, and I'd never been to anything like that before, but I was like, yeah, like I'll go, and it ended up being one of the most influential weeks of my life. I remember my favorite night was a night when we had a campfire and the whole camp was there, and we were all just kind of sharing stories about how God had moved and God had worked in our lives that week. And I think that was the first time. My parents were Christians for most of my life. But that was the first time that I was like, wow, like God is alive. God is moving and doing amazing things today. It's not just the Bible stories that we read about and hear about. Like He's moving today. And that was when I kind of made my faith my own. I was like, I want to be a part of this. I want a relationship with God like that. Camp has definitely played a huge part in my faith journey.
Yeah. You seem like, from the sound of your story, somebody was like, hey, why don't you come to camp? And you were just kind of like, oh yeah, sure, I'll do it, right?
Yeah.
What would you say to the kid who, we just had promotion weekend, maybe they're a brand new sixth grader, and they are like nervous about coming to camp. Like, I don't know anybody. I don't know what we're going to do. This is my first time away from home. Why would you say it's worth it for that kid to go to camp?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely worth it because you're going to make friends. You're not the only one that's going to be there that maybe doesn't have a ton of people that they're going with or doesn't know a ton of people there. But I think that camp is so special because you're spending time with people in your groups and your cabins and your small groups, and you're having conversations that just kind of make you fast friends, And so even if you come knowing one or two people, I promise that you're going to leave knowing a whole bunch more people.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we kind of have our theme for camp this year, which this is our first time actually announcing it. I don't think we've actually talked about it at all. But the theme for camp this year is come and see. Like, we can be talking about camp as much as we want to and try to get you to do it and everything. Like, listen, you're not going to get it until you're there. So I just want to encourage you, like, come and check it out.
Yeah.
And as much as we're talking about camp, like, this is really an invitation to come and see what Jesus is all about as well. So we want to personally invite you. Megan's going to be there. There's going to be worship. It's going to be incredible. And here's something that we're going to do, because sometimes you show up to things and like I said, we don't do worship in MSM all the time. So maybe you don't know all the words. So what we are going to do is we are making a Spotify playlist that you can check out right now. You can scan the QR code that's on the screen right now. And that will bring you directly to a Spotify playlist full of the worship set. Yeah. And so those are songs that you can start listening to. You can learn all the words. I mean, you can do choreography if you want. I don't know. If you show up with full choreography, we might throw you on stage. But yeah, so it's there for you to go ahead and check out, to get your heart ready, to get excited. I can't wait. Small group camp, August 26th through the 28th. Only a few spots left. Make sure you sign up as soon as you can. Megan, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
It's going to be great. We'll see you there.
See you guys there.